Hello and a very warm welcome. You're watching the Newshour Special Edition with me, Priya Bahal. Now, whenever there is large-scale violence, the fog of war, as it is called, tends to shroud the truth. Combine that with propaganda and politics, and soon fact and fiction get muddled beyond recognition. The casualties then turn into mere statistics, numbers that evoke no emotions whatsoever. And 6 days since violence engulfed Nuh in Haryana, slowly now details are emerging of individual tragedies that we do not want to ignore, details that can shake you to the core. Today, we will tell you about Pradeep Kumar, the man whose images you're seeing on your screens. He was one of the 3 brothers in his family. On his way back home from Sohna on the fateful evening of 31st July, he was murdered, attacked by a raging mob armed with stones, rods and pistols. He leaves behind a wife and a grieving family who were mainly dependent on him for their living.
प्रदीप के संगठन जुड़े हुए थे
सर, वो बजरंग दल और विश्व हिंदू परिषद से जुड़े हुए थे जी, सह संयोजक थे वो।
तो हमने जो एफआईआर में पढ़ा है कि पवन के नाम से एफआईआर दर्ज है। पवन जो उनसे गाड़ी में साथ थे, पवन ने कहा कि वो दंगाइयों को पहचान लेंगे। तो क्या आप लोग पहचानते कौन लोग थे, किन लोगों ने हमला करने की बात कही है?
क्योंकि मैं वहाँ पे तो मौजूद नहीं था, पवन जी और गणपत जी मौजूद थे गाड़ी में उनकी, तो वो पहचानते उनको क्योंकि उनका वो क्षेत्र पड़ता है सोना। घर बिल्कुल घर पे आके थे, लगा लो सोना यहाँ से है कितनी दूर सर। फिर वो तो गणपत जी और पवन जी वहीं पे रहने वाले हैं, तो उन लोगों ने अपनी आंखों से देखा है सारी चीजें। वो तो उनकी जान बच गई, भगवान का शुक्र है कि वो बच गए आज, इसलिए वो बोल पार भी रहे हैं, सारी चीजें कर रहे हैं। और समय पे वहाँ पे पुलिस फोर्स नहीं जाती तो सर वो कोई नहीं बचता। वहाँ पे बहुत बुरा मंजर था सर।
क्या स्थिति थी वहाँ की, क्या आप लोगों को पता लगा, कैसे अटैक किया गया इन लोगों के ऊपर?
सर अटैक किया गया है, चारों तरफ से घेर के सैकड़ों की भीड़ ने पथराव किया है, जिससे गाड़ी अनकंट्रोल हो गई, डिवाइडर पे चढ़ गई है सर। फिर बाहर निकाल के इनको मारा पीटा गया है। मतलब ये जो बताया जा रहा है कि वो जावेद नाम का जो शख्स था, आम आदमी पार्टी का नेता, वो वहाँ पे खड़ा हुआ था। उसने बोला इन मार दो आज और सारी चीजें मैं देख लूंगा, इनको बिल्कुल जान से मारना है, छोड़ना नहीं है। वो जो पवन जी ने अपनी आंखों से देखा और कानों से सुना है उसको, वो पहचानते भी हैं। और वो सब तो बच के उनके निकल के हाथों से भागे। मेरा भाई के सिर में वो रोड लग चुकी थी सर, पत्थर लग चुके थे, वो भागने में असफल रहा, उसको वहीं पे उन्होंने मार दिया और उठा के सर अपने साथ में ले गए।
Now, cops have booked Aam Aadmi Party's leader Javed Ahmed for this death. The complaint was filed by one of the men who witnessed the murder himself. He was in the car. His name is Pawan. The complainant has said that Aam Aadmi Party's Javed Ahmed directed the murderous mob to finish them off. He said allegedly that he should kill everyone and the consequences will be taken care of by Javed Ahmed. The mob hit Pradeep with rods on his head. The complainant says that a police team saved them with great difficulty, but Pradeep later succumbed to his injuries. This incident took place on the 31st of July at after 10:30 p.m. Dismissing the charges, however, Javed Ahmed, in an exclusive interaction with Times Now, says that the complaint against him is fake, as when this incident is described to have taken place, he was 100 kilometers away from the site of murder. He has even provided video evidence to back his claims, but we would like to add that Times Now cannot verify the veracity of the video that is being shown by him. He says that a conspiracy to malign him and his party is in place and that he is ready to join the probe to prove his innocence.
31 तारीख को रात को 9 बजे यहाँ से 100 किलोमीटर दूर की वीडियो है। तो 100 किलोमीटर में उठ के तो पहुंच नहीं जाऊंगा, और वहां तक पहुंचने में मुझे कम से कम 4-5 टूल बूथ क्रॉस करने हुए हैं। तो उन बूथों में आप देख लीजिए मेरी फुटेज, मेरा सीडीआर निकालिए मोबाइल का। तो ये सबूत ऐसे नहीं है, ये चीज मेरे बनाए हुए हैं। और फिर भी कोई बदनाम करता है तो मैं इन्वेस्टिगेशन में बैठने के लिए तैयार हूं। मैं तो यार दंगे में था ही नहीं। ताहिर हुसैन जो है उसका तो फोटो आ रहा है, छत पे आ रहा है या कहीं आ रहा है, वो बेचारा भिज गया है या उसको भींच लिया गया है या वो दंगे में हो सकता है। वहां दंगा था तो मैं तो दंगे में नहीं हूं, मैं दंगे वाले शहर में ही नहीं हूं। पुलिस के पास मैं खुद गया हूं चल के, मैं खुद पुलिस के पास चल के गया हूं कि इसमें दोषी कोई नहीं बचना चाहिए और निर्दोष को किसी को बलि ना चढ़ा दे। अगर आपका भी नाम डाल दें, हो आप प्रेस रिपोर्टर हैं कि आप आए और आपने दंगा भड़काया और आपका नाम कल 302 में पर्चा डाल भी दिया, नाम भी आ गया, तो आप मुलजिम तो नहीं बन सकते।
Now, while Javed is claiming innocence, it has triggered a blame game between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP. They are both accusing each other of fueling the fires in Nuh that ended up killing at least 7 people in the state, including the violence that later raged in Gurugram. Armed with the FIR, the BJP says that the violence script is identical when it comes to Nuh and Northeast Delhi riots, where they have raked the name of Tahir Hussain, a former Aam Aadmi Party councillor, where he instigated the mob, while Javed applied the same playbook in Nuh, is the allegation now. Hitting back, Aam Aadmi Party maintains that the case against Javed is fake.
कि आम आदमी पार्टी का एक सीनियर नेता जावेद नाम का, वो खुद हत्या करने में और दंगा कराने में लिप्त पाया गया है। आम आदमी पार्टी का नेता। और यहां से थोड़ा समय पहले आप दिल्ली के दंगों को याद करिए तो उसका मास्टरमाइंड, उसका मुख्य अभियुक्त, वो भी आम आदमी पार्टी का पार्षद था, एक सीनियर नेता था, ताहिर हुसैन। अब मैं ये सोचने को मजबूर हूं कि ये हरियाणा का ताहिर हुसैन है क्या जाहिद?
ये लोग खुद ही पहले माहौल खराब करते हैं, खुद ही दंगे फैलाते हैं, उसके बाद खुद ही झूठी FIR दर्ज करते हैं दूसरी पार्टी के नेताओं के खिलाफ। जावेद अहमद हमारी पार्टी के एक नेता हैं, उनके खिलाफ झूठी FIR दर्ज की गई है नूह के मामले में। उस समय जब ये घटना हुई जिसका FIR में जिक्र है, वो हमारे लीडर जावेद अहमद वहां से 100 से 150 किलोमीटर दूर किसी जगह पर थे। उसके उनके पास सबूत भी हैं, उसके उनके पास रास्ते के वीडियोस भी हैं, उसके उनके पास मोबाइल लोकेशन भी है। सारे प्रूफ, सारे लोगों की गवाही पुलिस के सामने रख दी गई है। हम किसी भी तरीके की जांच से हमें कोई परहेज नहीं। जावेद अहमद के खिलाफ जो जांच करनी हो पुलिस को करे, जो जांच सरकार को करनी है करे।
Meanwhile, the Congress maintains that it was the BJP that instigated the deadly violence and is now pinning the blame on Javed Ahmed, pretty much echoing what the Aam Aadmi Party has been saying.
किया कराया तो सब बीजेपी का है और आरोप दूसरे को ऊपर लगा रहे हैं। अभी तो प्रथम दृष्टया तो ये नहीं कहा जा सकता कौन है, किया कराया बीजेपी का है और नाम किसी का ले लेंगे तो जांच में पता लगेगा किस पार्टी के लोग थे।
देखिए, ये एक गंभीर आरोप है। अब वहाँ क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा मैं नहीं जान सकता हूँ। नूह में जो हुआ है उसमें तमाम कई स्थानीय स्तर पर राजनीतिक संगठन और या राजनीति से या धर्म से जुड़े हुए संगठन, हर धर्म के, हर समुदाय समाज के उसमें जुड़े रहे हैं और अगर कोई ढंग की इंक्वायरी होगी तो ठीक से पता चलेगा। लेकिन इसमें आम आदमी पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता जुड़े हैं नहीं है ये मैं उस पर तो नहीं कह सकता, लेकिन अगर ऐसा कुछ है तो फिर ये बहुत गंभीर आरोप है।
So the big question is politics deciding the color that this investigation takes place? Are sides being taken depending on political expediency, and is truth being shrouded by politics when it comes to the violence that took place in Nuh in Haryana? Now joining me on the broadcast is advocate Kapil Madan, who's a political analyst, Akashdeep Muni, also an analyst, Sanjeev Kaushik हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं, Ramneek Maan, who's a political analyst as well, and Siddharth Yadav, spokesperson of the BJP. And let me start with you, Siddharth Yadav. Aam Aadmi Party as well as the Congress are saying that it is the BJP that first instigates violence because it benefits them, and then goes on to file fake FIRs like the one that has been filed in the case of Pradeep Kumar to blame people from the other side of the political spectrum. What do you have to say?
Priya, no, I don't agree with these allegations levied by the Congress and Aam Aadmi Party, because not only me, everybody knows who are the real orchestrators of such riots, be it Delhi or Haryana. We have seen the statements of Maman Khan in the Vidhan Sabha of Haryana, who came out and said, तुम मेवात आकर के दिखाओ, मैं प्याज कितने फोड़ दूंगा. And months later, people armed with AK-47 are on hills shooting on people who are just participating in their religious yatra. We have seen people like Tahir Hussain who give out their house, they are present on the house, they make patrol bumps, they not only just incite such riots and violence, also participate in it, orchestrate in it.
But sir, let me just stop you right there. That is what Javed Ahmed is saying, and we wanted his side of the story, and he is saying that Tahir Hussain was seen in the video. There is no proof that I was involved, and how can anybody say that I was there? And he's showing proof on his part. He says, I have toll plaza videos. Here I was 100 kilometers away.
Yeah, Priya, so it is a matter of investigation, and why fear the investigation if you are scot-free? Why fear that? There are eyewitnesses to the incident. There is a CCTV footage. More than 100 FIRs have been lodged in the case in new violence. More than 200 people have been arrested. If one of the accused is Javed, then why is he fearing any investigation? Let the investigation happen and come out. Why is Aam Aadmi Party jumping the gun and just coming out and saying, not only defending Javed but also defending Tahir Hussain? Wait for the investigation and all. It's going to be all clear. He was there. There are eyewitnesses. He attacked with a mob. Pradeep is no more. He's dead. It is all going to come out. So I don't find a reason why Aam Aadmi Party has to fear such investigation, or just come out and say and defend Javed in a matter.
Akash,
if Javed is the accused, I promise you on behalf of the government that we're going to ensure that all accused,
is Aam Aadmi Party afraid of investigation, which is why they are prematurely saying that it is the BJP that is to blame? Why the hurry to say that somebody else is behind it, and why not let the probe take its own course?
Of course probe will take. Priya ji, Javed Ahmed was about 100 kilometers away from Sohna's Chowk, where this particular incident took place at 12:30 in the night. Wait a minute, don't reply. This particular incident happened at Sohna's Chowk, and of course investigation will take place, and there are CCTV footages, his toll plaza footages and his CDR records which he has submitted. Of course there will be investigation, and I think that Aam Aadmi Party should be going through that investigation so that every kind of thing comes true. But there has been an incident at Nalhar temple where Ashok Baba in front of policemen is firing, and policemen are hurling abuses, and policemen are standing there. Wait a minute.
There's an FIR against him. What's your point?
My point is that why he is not inside bars? Why Manu Mane sir is not inside bars? Why they are not inside bars? Has the political law and order...
Those questions might be valid, but I haven't heard anybody from that side coming out and saying that this is a Congress conspiracy or Aam Aadmi Party conspiracy, like the Aam Aadmi Party leader saying that it is a BJP conspiracy. Ashok Baba has an FIR against him.
I was with 6 p.m. with a spokesperson of Bharatiya Janata Party, and he was speaking for Ashok Baba. My point is that if Ashok Baba is in Haryana, tell me why he is not arrested. If Manu Mane sir is there, why he is not arrested? CID gave a report to Chief Minister days ago before
what do you have to? Okay, let me just start from the beginning. Do you agree that Javed Ahmed is from Aam Aadmi Party? Let's just get that out of our way first. Do you agree that Javed Ahmed is from Aam Aadmi Party?
Javed Ahmed is from Aam Aadmi Party. Everybody knows it. He's a national secretary. You can see the documents.
Okay.
What is the problem then? He has to go through the investigation.
Wait, before we move on, let me just give you let me just give you an example of why we are confused. If we could just play out the reaction that came in from Sushil Gupta, and it is reactions. Sir, please allow me to explain why I am confused. Why did I ask you that question? Let's listen in to Sushil Gupta and what he has to say about Javed Ahmed.
मनोहर लाल जी जानबूझ के हरियाणा को जलवाना चाहते थे। सोना के कैस्टबिस लीडर जावेद, जो पहले बीएसपी से चुनाव लड़े, 40,000 वोट ली, फिर आजाद चुनाव लड़े, 50,000 वोट ली, उस जावेद के ऊपर FIR दर्ज कर दी। तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी इस देश को जला देना चाहती है धर्म और जाति के नाम पे, परंतु निर्दोष लोगों के ऊपर आप अपना दोष मढ़ोगे, लोगों को जलवाओगे, मरवाओगे, फिर दूसरी पार्टी वालों।
आकाशदीप मुनि, जो जावेद अहमद बीएसपी के थे, जो किसी और पार्टी से लड़े, आपको नहीं लगता कि ये जो हड़बड़ी है कवर फायर देने की, that leads to such conflicting statements?
ये देखो ये वीडियो. Now let everybody see the video where in front of policemen this person is firing.
Eric, you reply on video
with everyone.
What video?
Why he is still not being held by police in Haryana? Has the
Arey
law
sir,
not crumbled like in Manipur?
Like I said, that is precisely why I said that when large-scale violence takes place, people tend to indulge in whataboutery and not, which is what leads to culpability not being established. But I understand if Akashdeep Muni is saying what he is saying because of Aam Aadmi Party links. Now, Mr. Kapil Madan, why is Congress in such a rush to say that, oh, we can't say anything about this issue, we don't know what is happening, it is the BJP that is to blame? Why can't Congress at least say that, oh my God, this is a serious allegation, and let a probe establish the truth?
Priya, you are a very renowned journalist and a very informed journalist. So I'm going to ask one question to begin with. What is common between Bittu Bajrangi and Kapil Mishra? If you go into an inquiry of, this question, you will find some commonality there. I mean, Kapil Mishra, again, when 2020 riots in Delhi happened, there was an evidence against him wherein he made a threatening speech in front of the police officials. Now what we see in Haryana, again, Ashok Baba seems firing from a gun. We saw Bittu Bajrangi making provocative speeches. We also saw Monu Manesar, who is apparently an accused and wanted in a murder case. He makes a provocative video. And you don't and there seems to be no investigation so far as all these videos
Sir,
are
investigations
concerned.
have taken place.
Just a minute, Priya.
Bittu Bajrangi has an FIR against him. There is investigation taking place.
Priya, allow me to make my point. Now you have the Deputy CM of Haryana, which on record puts the prima facie blames on Bajrang Dal. He admits that there was a failure on the part of the police. You have a situation where the DSP of the concerned area gets transferred to a different situation, but you will ask questions to the opposition.
No, everybody is at fault.
Bizarre.
No, I started by asking questions from the BJP, sir. The first question I asked was from the BJP.
Priya, this is my opening remark. Now I will come to the allegations which are there against the AAP leader. Now, if you have yourself have played the video, and I have not seen it earlier. So what Javed says, he says that he was 100 kilometers away, and he says that he is ready and willing to join the investigation.
Okay.
So my point here is, once someone takes the plea of alibi and he gives evidence to show that he was not there at the place of occurrence, then the police should investigate, find out whether he is trying to elude the police.
Yes.
I would say if he is involved and if he is giving these false evidences to the police, you book him.
I agree with you.
You add destruction of evidence also.
I agree with you. That is a perfectly sensible response, saying let the police probe. What is not a perfectly sensible response is to say that BJP is behind this. They are filing false FIRs.
No, Priya, now my point is, now we also saw a demolition drive happening there. Now you told me that there is an investigation against Bittu Bajrangi. Can you please confirm to your viewers whether the bulldozer has went to his home or not? Can you please confirm to the viewers whether the bulldozer has gone to Ashok Baba's home or not? Can you confirm to the viewers whether the bulldozer has gone to Monu Manesar's or not? I rest my case.
Siddharth Yadav, the allegation is that the crackdown is biased.
No, Priya, I have serious objections to my friend from Congress, and I always have to, I feel it that why Congress or the Aam Aadmi Party have to be so apologetic about what happens in the country. Why can't you just face the truth? Why can't you say a word against Maman Khan, against Javed, against the actual rioters? There was a yatra going on, people attacked that yatra, and you have to pin out people. You just want to apologetically come out and just defend the other side. Why do you want to do that? Why can't you stand by the facts? And when it comes down to Aam Aadmi Party, I think the only presence of Aam Aadmi Party today in Haryana is in riots. There's no other presence. Why are you always involved in riots? Be it Tahir Hussain, be it Javed. And you're comparing Maman Khan with Kapil Mishra. Maman Khan is an elected legislator. He comes out and says it in the Vidhan Sabha. You're comparing it with someone who made a speech which is proven has nothing to do with the riots. And you want to compare?
No.
I did not interrupt. Vivek ji, I did not interrupt while you were speaking. Just give me a moment. I did not interrupt.
I'm just correcting you, Siddharth. I have no
Please, I did not interrupt.
We have enough time. Everybody can correct everyone.
No,
Please go on.
You can have your opportunity to speak,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Please
Finish your point, Mr. Yadav.
Yes, you'll have your time. So I think So I think it is time that we have to stop being apologetic and have to stop giving free passes to such leaders. If one Owaisi comes out and says 15 minute के लिए पुलिस हटा दो और मैं सबको देख लूंगा, we don't have to be apologetic for that. We can't give him a free pass. If one Abu Azmi comes up and says कि मैं वंदे मातरम नहीं बोलूंगा तो हम नहीं कर सकते. One Maman Khan comes out and says कि मैं प्याज की तरह फोड़ दूंगा, हम नहीं मान सकते इस बात को.
Everybody is accountable for what they have said and done. And coming to that point, संजीव कौशिक, मेरे हाथ में जो FIR है उसमें लिखा है, ये पवन है जिन्होंने ये FIR दर्ज कराई है और वो कह रहे हैं इन्हीं की गाड़ी थी जिसमें प्रदीप थे उस वक्त जब अटैक हुआ. मैं जावेद कॉलोनी निरंकारी कॉलेज के पास जब पहुंचा तो वहां पर करीब 150 लोग मौजूद थे. उन्होंने अपने हाथों में पत्थर, लोहे की रॉड और पिस्तौल ली हुई थी. मौके पर जावेद खड़ा हुआ था. जावेद के कहने पर ही भीड़ ने हमला बोला, पत्थर मारने शुरू किए जिससे गाड़ी डिवाइडर से टकरा गई. जब मैं गाड़ी से उतरा तो मौके पर जावेद खड़ा था. उसने कहा आज इन्हें जान से मार दो, जो होगा मैं संभाल लूंगा. ये जो पवन है जिन्होंने ये FIR दर्ज कराई है, आपको क्यों लगता है कि उन्होंने किसी और का नाम लेने की बजाय सिर्फ जावेद का ही नाम लिया? या आगे जाकर ये भी कहते हैं कि मैं आइडेंटिफाई कर सकता हूं क्योंकि वो अक्सर उसी एरिया में रहते हैं और पहले भी एक पक्ष के नेताओं को टारगेट कर चुके हैं.
देखिए प्रिया, दो बातें हैं. मुझे इससे कोई एतराज़ नहीं है कि उनका नाम यदि FIR में है या FIR नाम से दर्ज की गई है तो उनको भी पूरा मौका मिलना चाहिए सफाई देने का. और वो बता रहे हैं कि वो कब कहाँ थे, पूरे एविडेंस के साथ वो मजबूती से खड़े हैं और पुलिस जब जहाँ उनको बुला रही है वो वहाँ पर पहुँच रहे हैं. दूसरी बात, अब भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पास दूसरा कोई विकल्प नहीं बचा है. 10 सालों तक केंद्र में वो रह चुकी है, हरियाणा में भी उनकी सरकार रही है और अगल बगल आसपास में जहाँ कहीं भी उनकी सरकारें रही है. आप एक पैटर्न जब आप देखेंगी तो आपको दिखाई देगा. और ये हिंसा जो आपको नूह में देखने को मिला, मेवात में देखने को मिला, ये अब रुकने वाला नहीं है. अब ये लगातार बढ़ता हुआ आपको दिखाई देगा. चूंकि ध्रुवीकरण के अलावा भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पास ऐसा कोई विकल्प नहीं है कि दोबारा वो इलेक्शन में जाए और लोगों को कहे कि मैंने महंगाई कम कर दी है, मैंने बेरोजगारी कम कर दी है, मैंने पड़ोसी मुल्कों के ऊपर जो उंगलियां उठाता था उसको मैंने कब्जे में कर लिया है. तो वो अब यही करेंगे. नहीं, वो यही करेंगे. और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग लगातार क्या इन सब बातों से सवाल
नहीं. सर मिस्टर यादव, उनको बोलने दीजिए, आपको पूरा मौका मिला है, उन्हें बोलने दीजिए.
अरे सुन तो लीजिए, पहले बीच में कौन बोल रही है? नहीं, क्या यह सही नहीं है? इन सारे सवालों से ये बात खत्म हो जाती है कि जिस तरह की हिंसा हुई थी उसको उकसाने के लिए एक व्यक्ति लगातार वीडियो डाल रहा था और कह रहा था कि मैं आ रहा हूं, जो उखाड़ना होगा उखाड़ लेना, करना होगा कर लेना. इस तरह की बातें नहीं हो रही थी. क्या इंटेलिजेंस इस तरह की सूचनाएं नहीं थी सरकार को? यदि इंटेलिजेंस
सर इस सबका जावेद अहमद के ये कहने से क्या लेना देना है कि तुम मारो बाकी मैं देख लूंगा?
आपने सुना था?
सर मैं तो FIR पढ़ रही हूँ.
मैं जावेद की तरफ से कुछ पैरवी कर रहा हूँ?
सर मैं तो FIR पढ़ रही हूँ.
गलती नहीं, जावेद ने यदि गलती की है तो जावेद को सजा मिलनी चाहिए. लेकिन सरकार जो कर रही है इस नाम पे, सरकार जो राजनीति कर रही है विपक्षी पार्टियों का नाम लेकर के और इस तरह से उसका नाम बदनाम करने का प्रयास कर रही है कि ये दंगाई है, ये गलत है. मैं बार बार कह रहा हूँ क्योंकि सरकार
आम आदमी पार्टी के खुद के नेताओं ने माना है कि वो उनके रैंक में रमीक मान
उठाया.
ऐसा ही मतलब this is such a strange feeling of deja vu here because when we were in the middle of Northeast Delhi riots, and I must reiterate, nobody is sitting here in judgment. Anybody who's guilty, who has complaints against him, everybody knows FIR is not a definitive document, it's not a charge sheet, it is one person's version of events which is investigated further. But can the people be faulted? Can the BJP be faulted faulted for drawing parallels with Tahir Hussein's incident, because even in that case there were leaders who came out who almost preemptively gave him clean sheets, and today we know where that case stands and what Tahir Hussain is accused of.
Okay, good evening Priya and good evening to all the fellow panelists. The gentleman in the red shirt, sir. मैं आपको हिंदी में कहना चाहूंगा, चिल्ला चिल्ला के सारा प्लान बता दो विपक्ष का आप चुनाव से पहले का। ये जिस चीज के लिए आप अक्यूज कर रहे हैं वो प्रिसाइसली विपक्ष कर रही है, और मैं आपको उदाहरण सहित बताता हूँ। जावेद अहमद खान हो, ताहिर हुसैन हो, अताउल्लाह खान हो, या सज्जन कुमार हो, या कमलनाथ हो, या जगदीश टाइटलर हो, कईयों को सजा मिली, कईयों को सजा नहीं मिली, ये बात समझ लीजिए। और पनिशमेंट फॉर द क्राइम एंड जस्टिस फॉर द विक्टिम्स, ये दो चीजें बड़ी महत्वपूर्ण है फॉर द एंड्स ऑफ जस्टिस टू मीट। और मैं आपको बता देता हूं, एज फार एज द आम आदमी पार्टी इज कंसर्न्ड, इज माय पर्सनल ऑब्जर्वेशन, आई हैव बीन ऑब्जर्विंग देम इन दिल्ली, पंजाब एंड नाउ इन हरियाणा। लाइज, डिसीट एंड फ्रॉड, दीज आर द बेसिक फंडामेंटल्स ऑफ द आम आदमी पार्टी। यहां से इनकी सारी राजनीति शुरू होती है। और जो व्यक्ति ये कहे, इफ somebody says that on social media somebody was giving a lecture or somebody was saying कि जी हम आ रहे हैं और तुमने करना जो कर लो, वो हो गया। Now you have to fix responsibility for who are the people who incited the violence, who are the people who conducted the violence, executed it, and who are the masterminds behind it. So this is a chain, and all this chain has to be sorted. All of this chain has to be sorted. People need to be identified and punished, and the family of the victims and the victims must get justice. It is as simple as that. जो आपसे हो सकता था आपने कर दिया, जो आप कर सकते थे आपने कर लिया, अब जो कानून करेगा वो आप देखिए। अब दूसरी बात, now when you say that these houses are being demolished extrajudicially, so I must tell you sir, only those structures are being demolished which are illegal in nature. जो पास हुआ है, जिसके ऊपर कोई किसी तरीके की आपत्ति नहीं है, जिसके नक्शे पास है, none of them has been targeted. All these structures, those shanties that you see being demolished, are illegal in nature. If you wish to stand with something which is illegal in nature, then please be my guest.
Right. We'll give everybody a chance of rebuttal, but
the last point, the politics of it, you have to wait for the entire investigation to complete before you can get into the politics of it. Whether Tahir was, really involved or not, the court will prove. Whether Javed Ahmed in this case is, guilty or not, courts will prove. But this has to go through the process of law. This is what I'm saying.
And nobody should be sitting in judgment preemptively and pointing fingers at the other. But Siddharth Yadav, the allegation coming is that while you're very quick to take bulldozers to the houses of people from one particular side, what about people facing similar allegations, whether it is Monu Manesar, who by the way still is absconding, although he gets time and opportunity to release video after video. What about Bittu Bajrangi? He's got FIR against us. He's been sitting on television channels speaking. Have you also checked whether the constructions related to them are illegal?
Absolutely, Priya. We have lodged a lot of FIRs, not only in Nuh, but in also the adjacent districts like Gurugram, Faridabad, Sohna. And we have ensured that because our government has no lens of religion, and we have ensured that whosoever is the culprit of any violence, any incident of such nature is booked under the law, and be the person from any community, that doesn't matter to our government, and that action has been continuously being taken care of. And so many FIRs on all communities, irrespective of communities, have been lodged. When it comes down to the bulldozer action, we are ensuring, and we will ensure, no perpetrator of such violence, such riots, such hatred, full of hatred acts will be left out. Everybody who's there, who's living illegally, who's participating in such actions have to be held accountable, and we are going to do that.
Right.
Be it from any community, any place. When it comes down to the specific question of Monu Manesar that you asked, Monu Manesar is booked for something by Rajasthan Police. We have already offered, our Chief Minister has offered every sort of assistance to Rajasthan Police. Please don't interrupt. Sir, please, sir, don't get so agitated. When it comes down to you, don't get so agitated. I am replying to something, you can reply to me in a civilized manner. Don't get agitated.
Yes. One. Okay, so you made your point. Quick rebuttal, Akashti.
How can I continue with this?
ठीक है। प्रिया जी, मैं 2-3 चीजें रखना चाहता हूँ यहाँ पे। सीआईडी ने 10 दिन पहले हरियाणा सरकार को बोला था कि ऐसे प्रोवोकेटिव कमेंट्स आ रहे हैं, प्लीज उनको देख लीजिए। सीआईडी ने 10 दिन पहले जब बोल दिया था, फिर भी 100 पुलिस ऑफिसर्स को वीआईपी ड्यूटी पे उस दिन भेजा गया। वो उस दिन एसपी भी नहीं थे वहां पे, क्यों नहीं थे? ये सारा जो
सर, ये सब सवालों के जवाब अभी
एक मिनट
day 6 and we've almost answered all these questions. Unfortunately, gentlemen, I've completely run out of time on this issue, but one thing is of paramount importance. It doesn't matter what the name of the person who has died is and what the name and political affiliation of the person who is the culprit is. Let probe take its course. Please do not let your discretion be clouded by political expediency, as we have been seeing quite often, unfortunately. Thank you everyone for joining me. We take a very quick break.